prices are non-polluting, economical, and very, very attractive. Stop by your Canadian Western Natural Gas office and view the wait selection soon. The wait you waited for is waiting for you.
It was the Nieuwendyk show under the dome tonight.
Yes, Joe Nieuwendyk is setting a team record with 5 goals against Winnipeg tonight. That was the big story. Another sidelight to this game, though, lots of fighting. There was something like 10 battles in this hockey game. Both teams a little feisty. Yeah, the Winnipeg Jets exchanging goals and punches at the dome tonight. Most of the goals from Joe Nieuwendyk. Both teams looked like they were intent on sending a message to one another, as already it looks very much like this is going to be a first-round playoff matchup come April. We've got a heavyweight bout to start things out. This is Jim Kyte and Tim Hunter. They tie each other up pretty well. We'll have lots of bouts for you on Sports at 11, including the feisty Gary Roberts in action. And we've got Joe Nieuwendyk in action, second period, and already he gets the hat trick right there, making the score 4-2 for the Flames. But then Brent Ashton also had a great night. This is his second goal of the game, right after Nieuwendyk scored. So once again, Winnipeg right back in the hockey game. But then Joe Nieuwendyk takes over. This is a thing of beauty right here. Great pass by Mullen. And then watch Nieuwendyk twist and shout. Great move on Berthiaume. That made the score 6-3 for the Calgary Flames. And then Nieuwendyk's fourth of the period. The Flames dump it in. And he breaks a team record with this goal and ties an NHL record for 4 goals in a period, set by a bunch of guys. Lug sets him up for that one, and that made it 7-3 after 2 periods. And yeah, Joe Nieuwendyk with 5 goals. It's over now. Just ended. Gary Roberts scoring in the 3rd period, so the Flames in a romp, 8-3. The Flames now...
Sports at 11. Well, the Flames and Jets have played some pretty boring hockey games over the years, but tonight's battle at the Dome featured some feisty action as both teams let their fists do a lot of talking, while Joe Nieuwendyk let his stick do the talking. Jets have trouble scoring. Mike, watch this. Both players, I'll get it! and they gave the goal to McBain. Flames in the power play. Suter goes to Joe Nieuwendyk, and Nieuwendyk with the wrist shot beats goalie Daniel Berthiaume. That's his first of 1, 2, 3, 5. It's 2-1 when Joe Otto, I love this pass by Otto, tips it to Jim Paplinski. He takes his shot. He shoots. He hits the post. But the Jets can't get the puck. Paplinski does. Bang. It's in the net. Lots of fights in this game, and too many, perhaps. Here's a good one. Gary Roberts of the Flames. Brent Hughes, a slugfest. Oh, Roberts lands one there. He doesn't want to stop. You know, it seems that sticks are still getting too high. Right here, Joey Mullen gets clipped, but he was okay, wasn't seriously hurt. That's not the players' bench, folks. That's the penalty box. 5 players in each team in the penalty box, 10 in all. On the power play, here's the Flames. Mullen gets a loose puck, goes to the forehand, and puts it past Berthiaume. It's now 3-1. Nice play by the Flames. They try and come back. Best goal of the night. Nieuwendyk 2-on-1 with Patterson. Nice give and go by Colin Patterson. He won, make that Nieuwendyk one time just to make it 4-1. Jets come back in period 2. Brent Ashton give and go with Laurie Boschman. And Ashton goes to the far side of Mike Brown. Oh, hey, these two have met before. Jim Kyte, Tim Hunter. Hunter's helmet falls, and Kyte gets a couple of smashes. Maybe the edge to Jim Kyte. The Flames go on the power play again. Mullen gets it in front for number 25 in the slot. Nieuwendyk turns and fires. That's the hat-trick goal. That made it 5-2. Nieuwendyk is not finished. Neither are the Jets. Brent Ashton takes the pass from number 15, Pat Elenek. Ashton beats Vernon. That made it 5-3. Then it's Mullen and Nieuwendyk again. There is Mullen. Gets the puck to Nieuwendyk on the breakaway. He moves in on Berthiaume and beats him with a pretty move. That made it 6-3. A big night for Joe Nieuwendyk. And guess who scores next? Hokenlu by the boards to Nieuwendyk. That is goal number 5 in this hockey game. An outstanding evening for the sophomore center for the Calgary Flames. Joe Nieuwendyk, 5 goals. That made it, that's right, 5, pal. 7-3. Here we go again. Hunter, and he goes berserk. He's not going after Kyte this time. Number 6 is on the bench for the Jets. This time it's number 20, Andrew McBain. Watch Kyte. He is just itching to get on the ice to get after his emissary, Tim Hunter, but he can't, so it's McBain and Hunter. They have a slugfest. 3rd period, only 1 goal. That's all. Gary Roberts, a blast. That made it 8-3, and that's the way it ends. The Calgary Flames over the New York Jets, the Winnipeg Jets. Nieuwendyke's 5 goals, the new Flames record for most goals in a game. Kent Nilsson, Nieuwendyke, and a few others had 4. Lube and Pawlinski also with 4 in a game. 3 goals in a period with, well, that's a record. Nieuwendyke had 4 before, and guess who had 5 goals in one NHL game before, Mike?
Conveniently located. Can you be more specific? Don't the runway lights keep you up?
Moving. No one promised fun, but it can be made easier with the Home Renter's Guide, a concise listing of rental properties. Each ad has a detailed description and a picture. And the best part, it's absolutely free.
Home Renter's Guide, we've got it covered.
Oh, yeah, I would want windows.
Why shop for cars outside when Don Wheaton is moving things inside? Visit Don Wheaton's Southside Sales Pavilion, and you'll see car after car, truck after truck, new and used. Don Wheaton lets you view over 300 vehicles on over 70,000 square feet of indoor heated car lot. Don Wheaton's Southside Sales Pavilion, where the only thing moving faster than the cars going in are the cars going out. Don Wheaton's Southside Sales Pavilion on 99th Street at 70th Avenue.
At the Saddledome tonight, it was Beauty and the Beasts as the Flames were home to the Winnipeg Jets. The Thugs took over in the first period, but then the dust settled, and Joe Nieuwendyke put on a scoring display. 4 goals in the second period, 5 in all. Pick up the action in the first period. It's 1-0 Winnipeg. Joe Nieuwendyke on the power play, gets his first of the night, makes it 1-1. Flames take the lead moments after that. Jim Pawlinski gets the loose puck, hits the post on his first try, but then scores on his own rebound. 2-1 Calgary, and then things get rough at the Saddledome. The first grab of the night has Joel Otto going with Peter Taglianetti, who gets the better of this exchange, but that was just the beginning. Because that was going on, Brett Hughes and Gary Roberts were talking, and they got going moments after that, right in front of the Calgary net. This time, you have to call the winner as Gary Roberts. However, it was a long first period, as each penalty box had 6 players in it, calling a team meeting in the penalty bench at the Saddledome. But they go back to hockey in the second period. It's 3-1 in favor of the Flames when Joe Nieuwendyke goes back to work. Short-handed, he takes the feed from Joe Patterson, and it's 4-1 on the short-handed goal. And Nieuwendyke is back for more. Flames leading 4-2. Joey Mullen's pass knocked in by Nieuwendyke, and it's 5-2. Jets get that one back, but then back comes Nieuwendyke, taking the feed from Joey Mullen, scoring on the breakaway. It's 6-3. And less than a minute later, Nieuwendyke takes the feed from Hoken Lube, his 5th of the game, 30th of the year. Nieuwendyke sets a new Flames team record, his 5 goals in one game, 1 off the modern-day NHL record set by Red Berenson and
Major League Baseball comes your way with more games than any network, with the Toronto Blue Jays and the Montreal Expos. The NHL battles here with weekly games from the world's fastest sport. East-West showdowns from the Canadian Football League, including the annual Shenley Awards. Championship auto racing from around the world, or Grand Slam tennis events that follow the best in the business. Professional golf, PGA, LPGA, and the Seniors Tour. You'll see exclusive coverage of the Canadian Soccer League. Plus, there's a library of magazine shows to keep you informed. 5 times daily, the TSN Sports Desk keeps you up to date in the world of sports. 10 good reasons why we say...
For the latest news, scores, and highlights, stay tuned for Sports Desk next on TSN.
Ahead on Sports Desk, the Flames are hot and Joe Nieuwendyke is on fire. The Dublin Commission gets underway in Toronto, and the Knicks pay a visit to the Palace to play the Pistons.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to Sports Desk. I'm Chris Sedens. Well, it's not quite the Battle of Alberta, but the Winnipeg Jets and Calgary Flames have built up a fair rivalry over the years. Back when the Edmonton Oilers were the toast of the league, the Jets and Flames would battle it out for second place in the Smythe division, but things have changed. The Flames are now the best in the West, while the Jets have dropped to a team fighting for a playoff berth. They met Wednesday night in Calgary, and the man to watch in this game was Flames sniper Joey Nieuwendyke. We're going to pick it up in the first period. Jets leading 1-0. Flames tie it up on the power play. Gary Suter to Nieuwendyk, his 27th of the year, and we're even at 1. Late in the first, Calgary grabs the lead. Jim Poplinski doing the damage. That's his 7th of the season. After 20 minutes, the Flames lead it 2-1. They add to their lead early in the second. On the power play, Joey Mullen beats Daniel Berthume. Mullen's 27th, and it's 3-1 Flames. Now the show starts. Nieuwendyk and Colin Patterson will work the give and go to perfection on this one. A shorthanded effort. Nieuwendyk's second of the game, and it's 4-2 Calgary. Winnipeg interrupts the Joe Nieuwendyk show with this power play goal. Brent Ashton beats Mike Vernon for his 15th of the year. Flames lead it 4-2. Rather, 4-3 at that point. But now the show must go on. Nieuwendyk completes the hat trick with this goal. Joe Mullen and Al McInnes play the supporting roles on this show. It's a 5-2 Flames. How about this for an effort? Nieuwendyk takes the pass from Mullen. He's in all alone, beats Berthume, no chance. Great move, his 4th of the game, 30th of the year, 6-3 Calgary. Then he caps off the evening with his 5th goal of the game on a feed from Hokenloo. He beats Berthume, sets the Flames record in the process with 5 goals in a single game. The Flames over the Jets, big time, 8-3 the final. Nieuwendyk with 5 goals, and as I mentioned before, that is a record for the Calgary Flames.